Tadana
Hello and welcome to Raaga Rasika, a podcast program that explores the world of Carnatic music. I'm Devesh Satyavolu. From Albany, New York, joining me today is Vidya Subramanian. Hello, Vidya.
Hello, Devesh. I'm really excited to be part of this program again.
Let's continue from where we left off last time. We were talking about Mahaganapathim. Tell us a little bit about the raga itself, maybe what are the notes in it and things like that.
Naattai is a very interesting raga. It's one of the traditional ragas in Carnatic music that has existed for a really long time, and it is considered as an auspicious raga that is very appropriate to render at the beginning of a performance. So you will find piece in Naattai being chosen for Carnatic concerts, and also typically if you go to a wedding in India, especially in South India, you find the Nadaswaram which is being played, and Nadaswaram, we'll talk more about it. It's a wind instrument and we'll get to it in a later episode, I'm sure, but typically they play this Naattai ragam in a South Indian wedding. And as I mentioned earlier, Naattai is one of the 5 Ghana ragas. So the Ghana ragas are considered as very, very auspicious ragas, and Naattai is the first of the Ghana ragas, followed by Gaulai, Arabi, Varali and Shri. And some of the popular songs in Naattai raga, I already sang a snippet from Mahaganapathim. I'll just sing a few other snippets that some of the listeners might have come across. Jagadanandaka. That is the first song of Tyagaraja's Pancharatna Kritis. Ninne Bhajana. That is another composition of Tyagaraja. Anandanardana Ganapatim Bhavaye. Sadanandanardana Ganapatim Bhavaye. So that is a very beautiful composition that is especially suited for a Bharatanatyam or classical South Indian dance performance, and it was composed by Oothukadu Venkata Subbayar. And going into the Arohanam and Avarohanam. Arohanam is the ascending portion of the raga's scale, and Avarohanam is the descending portion of the raga scale. So the Arohanam and Avarohanam for Naattai, that's again an interesting discussion, but let me sing the basic scale that is followed for this song, Mahaganapathim. Sari ga ma pa ni sa ni ba ma ri sa. So for those who are already into the technicalities, this raga scale has the Shadjam or Sa. It has the Shatshruti Rishabham, which is the highest Re, what I call as Re 3. Then it has Antara Gandharam, which is the highest Ga or Ga 3. It has Shuddha Madhyamam, that is the lower Ma, and we call it as Ma 1 for the sake of simplicity. It has the Panchamam or Pa. It has the Kakali Nishadam or the highest Ni, that is Ni 3. And the Ga or Gandharam occurs in the ascending portion of the scale and not the descending. And it's also interesting that some songs in the same Naattai ragam also employ the Shatshruti Daivatam or Datri. So for those songs, the scale, the ascending portion would go as follows. Sari ga ma pa da ni sa. And Naattai is considered as a Janya or a child raga of Chala Naattai, which is the 36th of the Melakarta ragas. We'll get into all those later on. But this is, brief discussion about the raga and the song.
So, a couple of questions here.
Sure.
One, of course, the scale itself, this is the corollary to the Western scale, for example, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Of course, we'll be getting into a lot more of this detail separately. Could you maybe, when you say G1, G2, G3, could you sing the highest G, the middle G, the low G, so that we can understand what is the nuance here?
Yeah, it's definitely very interesting to do that. And I'll give you some examples today. And I'll explain to you the three Re's, for example, because I think in this raga, which has the highest Re, the Shatshruti Rishabham, and that's probably the most distinctive and powerful note in Naattai raga. So since we are talking about Naattai, I think it's appropriate to talk about the Re. So the first Re 1, is the Re that we all learn when we learn Sarigama Padanisa. Typically, when someone starts their music lesson, they start with these swara or note exercises that are called the Sarali Varisais. They are the simplest exercises that are typically taught, and they are generally taught in a raga called Maya Malava Gaule, and more about that particular raga will follow at a later time. But that raga has the lowest Re, Sari, that is called Shuddha Rishabham or Re 1. The second Re or the middle Re is called the Chatushruti Rishabham, and it is as follows. Sari. So you can see that it's a little higher than the first one. The first one was Sari. The second one is Sari. And what we have in Naattai, it's called a Vivadi Swaram. Vivadi Swarams are a very interesting topic in itself, but it has the Shatshruti Rishabham. Sari. So the three Re's, Sari, Sari, Sari. So the Naattai Re is a very high Re, as you can hear. And
that's simply fascinating. One comment I had is, especially for some of our non-Indian or Western listeners, Mahaganapatam does not necessarily have to be the one and only invocation that has to be sung in the beginning of every concert. There are many compositions that have invocations to Ganesha, of which Mahaganapatam is a quite popular one. Vidya, there are. Can you share with us a few others that are typically sung?
Sure. You don't always need to begin with an invocation to Lord Ganesha. Sometimes Goddess Saraswati is also chosen as the deity that is invoked at the beginning of the program. And also in terms of the raga itself, Naattai, like I mentioned, is considered an auspicious raga for beginning a song. And other ragas could be Hamsadwani. You could have a program begin with Saurashtram. There could be any number of ragas. There is Bauli, for instance, that is considered a morning raga. And if it's a morning concert, it is considered appropriate to begin with that raga. And in terms of other compositions on Lord Ganapati, I'm going to sing snippets from a few other popular ones. The first one is Vatapi Ganapatim in the ragam Hamsadvani. Vatapi Ganapatim Bhajeham Vatapi Ganapatim Bhajeham Varanasyam Varapradam Shri Vatapi Ganapatim Bhajeham. Another popular composition, this time by Papanasam Shivan, is Mooladhara Murti, again in the ragam Hamsadvani. Mooladhara Murti Gajamukane Sharanam Munad Ubaya Sharanam Mooladhara Murti Gajamukane Sharanam Munad Ubhaya Sharanam Mooladhara Murti. There is a beautiful Tyagaraja composition in the raga Saurashtra, Shri Ganapatini. Shri Ganapatini Sevyum Parare Shri गणपतिनी सेव्यूं परारे श्रितमानवुलार सेव्यूं परारे
Clearly, there's a lot that we can go into, and we will. But for today, that's all the time we have. To learn more about Vidya, visit her online at www.vidyasubramanian.com. Thank you all for joining us today. I would love to hear from you. Please write to us at www.ragarasika.com. Hope to see you again next time. Goodbye.